Hello everyone and welcome to this, that is the final video blog of Other Voices Derry, and what a brilliant weekend it has been as well. In this video blog I'll be rounding everything up, checking out IMRO Other Room and also asking the crew what their highlights were of the whole weekend. As well as that I'll be catching up with Bronagh Gallagher to see how she got on and how she found the whole experience. I can't tell you how much we enjoyed this weekend, so thanks to everybody who helped out in any kind of way, and I hope you enjoy. So I'm going to start by showing you IMRO Other Room, which you may remember from Dingle, which was filmed in McCarthy's pub. Slightly different venue this time in Derry. This is the Apprentice Boys of Derry Memorial Hall, otherwise known as the MEM. And this is the performance from Derry's very own Best Boy Grip. As well as performances from Catherine Philippa, Riptide Movement, Swords, George Ezra and Ryan Vale, all as part of IMRO Other Room, which is filmed as part of the Other Voices series. The Mem Hall making a fantastic backdrop for this. And the string quartet, also from Derry actually. It's a shot of the camera crew filming the whole thing all day on Monday, pushing that trolley very carefully. And speaking of the crew, it'd been Monday and the last day of Other Voices. I whipped around to a few people. That's Liam on the lights there, Tim on the sound and Chloe on the sound desk, and asked them for their highlights of Other Voices Derry.
My highlight of the weekend was Damien Dempsey singing Bustin' Out of Here.
I think just the emotion in the room when Little Bear played last night. Local band who came in at the last minute, and it was just incredible. And I ended up crying at one point. I had Bronagh Gallagher next to me crying. I had Caroline, set designer, crying. Just an incredibly special moment in the room. Loads of pride there, and the band were just so thrilled to be playing at it. And really great moment. So that was my highlight.
My highlight was I think Bronagh Gallagher and maybe Neil Hannon as well. I really enjoyed on the first night. And working in the venue, it's a beautiful venue, so it was a pleasure to be here in Derry.
And a face you've seen before, Morris the director.
Okay, Michelle, you can pick of my three highlights of the weekend.
I didn't pick.
First would be Bronagh Gallagher, who blew me away because I just wasn't expecting that. Slinky black dress, all that stuff was brilliant. Little Bear, who are kind of the good luck story of the weekend anyway. I should be looking into the camera, shouldn't I?
Directors.
Little Bear, good luck story of the weekend after the no-show of the Many Door Cinema Club. But Little Bear under the arches, and I know you were there, under the arches, that sounded wonderful, looked wonderful, rain everywhere, amazing. But my highlight was probably Marina and the Diamonds, but she was superb.
And this man is Jerry, one of the cameramen who was just a few minutes ago given out to me for having not featured him.
My highlight was me and Philip King singing the fantastic song From the Candy Store on the Corner to the Chapel on the Hill.
And let's have a bar.
From the candy store, two young lovers they'll be together, and one day they dream they will.
Yeah, sing it in the
That was great. Thanks. Thank you very much. Thanks for that, Jerry. And another very familiar face. This is Aiden Gillen, who's the presenter who somehow managed to escape me up to this point, but these are his highlights.
Well, my highlights, they wouldn't be, the entire set by an entire set by one act or whatever. There's like bits and pieces from different ones. So I would say the first song Neil Hannon did, I was very impressed with. Hearing Beth Thornton and Sam Amadon singing together, I loved very much. They're two voices that I know, from over the years, and for them to be singing together, there's something quite special. Also, Sam singing in the streets of Derry was a highlight. I have heard him singing that before in New York. Daughter, I was very impressed with. I mean, Smother is the track of theirs that's played on the radio a lot, but I thought, that's an obvious one to pick, but the version of that they played last night, that goes on my list as well. It was nice to see the lads from Little Bear, getting that gig and showing up to do it at like such short notice. They were very excited about it, and I think we all got something off that. It's the third day, and you can flag, so that brought a crackle of energy to it, which I liked.
hugely supported in Derry as well. I think that got everyone very excited around the city.
Yeah, I could see some family members in the front row. They must have been because they were singing along. I think those are my highlights, but there was a lot of other good stuff, you know?
Yeah. Enjoys his dramatic pauses. There was more.
Savages, I liked Savages.
And more again.
I'd have to say, among others, Jessica Hoop. Yeah.
Thanks for that, Aiden. And something I'd be looking forward to all weekend, and that was catching up with Bronagh Gallagher for a quick chat. This happened just before the chat. None for Michelle though. No flowers for Michelle. So finally I got to catch up with Bronagh about not only her performance on Saturday night but also her presenting. I'm joined with Bronagh Gallagher now, who has taken a time off her day off. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
For joining me to have a chat. I've been chasing you all weekend.
Chasing me, who hasn't?
Finally have her, and going to have a little chat with you because you've been hugely involved in Other Voices in Derry in kind of all aspects. But first of all, what's it like being home?
Great.
Yeah.
It's amazing, the atmosphere is amazing this weekend, and I've been just co-presenting really with Aiden Gillen, who's an old friend of mine and a great fella, so that's been a great honour to do that. And just the atmosphere in the city has just been really, really special. I mean, there's been, you know, obviously the ticking of all the venues, the music being played in all the cafes and pubs, and amazing for the young musicians and bands in the city, and you know, all the families are involved, and it's been very emotional. I found that Little Bear played last night because unfortunately Two-Door Cinema Club, they had a sickness in the band, and so Little Bear took their slot at Other Voices, and that was just, to me, that was the kind of moment of the weekend because they were so fantastic.
So excited as well.
And they were just really, you know, the emotion and the support in the audience was amazing. So, you know, just the opportunities now that it's bringing us great, you know. So I was very happy with our gig. I was just very proud to be, you know, involved. But I think Little Bear was the highlight for me. That is to say for the reasons I stated. But and just the fact that you know, just the sense of sort of the music community coming together, that was phenomenal. You know, and I've always been so, you know, connected to the city, obviously, and I've always been incredibly supported by the people here and the local theatres and music venues. So I really feel anything I can bring back to help people, you know, get their own stuff going, then I will. And you know, you have to support each other, you know, and that's what it's all about, you know.
What can you tell me? What are the plans for next in the coming weeks or months?
I'm going to holiday on Wednesday, so I'm going to have a rest because I haven't had a rest in a while. Yes, I feel it. I never normally do, but I just went, that's it. So we're just going to plan now world domination.
Good plan.
Not too ambitious.
And it's time to wrap it all up, folks, and we're better to do that than up that huge staircase to the very top roof of the Memorial Hall, which is where you get this fantastic view of Derry City. Sadly, we've come to the end of Other Voices in Derry. I can't believe it's already come and go. It feels like only yesterday we arrived, but what a whirlwind of a weekend it's been. An absolutely brilliant experience. Thank you so much to everyone who's helped us out in any kind of way, especially those who agreed, I'm sure they might be regretting it now, to stand in front of my camera and do something for me. Thank you very, very much. It's been brilliant. All the band's performances, meeting everyone, and especially the locals in Derry. Can't say enough about it. It's been an excellent experience, and we'll be sad to go, but I think we'll be back. That's a bit cheesy.